Hello guys, hope we are all doing well. Welcome to Affinity Racing. Welcome to well, first of all, we got a new track, which is very exciting, which is kind of what is going to be our main focus this evening. We're not going to do this first entry, however. We are going to take a quick look at Daily Race B first, just for one attempt, get ourselves round there, then we can say we have done it. Now, we're back this week after what was an absolute nightmare of a week last week. We can barely call it a stream because I think of the hour that I spent trying to stream. For all that everybody could hear me, I think they may have seen literally like one frame of the stream. That was all that made it online. I'd basically tried to be a bit clever, try to go down the multicam route, which I still want to go down. I would still like to have the foot cam there. I think for the live streams, it's sort of, I think it's quite cool. But yeah, I just could not make it happen, at least on the setup that I've got. And bearing in mind, so we're back to the webcam now. I've got my proper camera, which is beside it there, currently out of use. There's a lot of money being spent, you know, trying to get this stream to be as good as it could be. And I think I just overestimated what was possible. So we'd had this webcam that you're watching me through now, used to be my original webcam. We had that on the pedals, and then we had this brand new camera on me. But yeah, it just went downhill very, very quickly, did that stream. Yeah, it was just an absolute nightmare all over. And we tried it twice as well. And then all throughout today, all throughout the week, I've been sort of like trying to think, how on earth do I get that to work the way that I planned it to? And then today have spent the entire day putting everything, basically going back to the setup that I had before. But because I changed so much, that was easier said than done. So literally spent the entire day today just going back to the setup that I had 2 weeks ago. So it's been a little bit annoying, but we're back. So I think from where I was at 2 weeks ago to now, I think I have downgraded the quality a tiny little bit. But if you guys can tell me if it looks any better or worse, don't take Thursday's stream that we've just had. That's not what we're comparing it to, because that was horrific. I think that was like a black screen most of the stream. So we're not comparing it to that one. We're comparing it to a couple of weeks ago, to, you know, the usual type of stream. So there's a couple of things that I've had to change. I couldn't remember all of the exact settings. I'm talking the you know, the boring stuff like bit rates and all this kind of thing. But if it looks any different, or if it looks any better or worse, then do let me know, and it shall be taken into account. So yes, we're going to kick things off with Daily Race B. Oh, the other thing, since Stu's in the chat there saying good evening, Stu. The other thing, I am still on this wheel because today was supposed to be spent going on to the new wheel and pedals, which I've been saying for about 6 months now, that that Stu very kindly sent through. Yes, I've then ended up spending today basically pissing about with webcams all day. So yeah, Stu saying picture and sound is okay. Does it look any worse, or does it look worse than what it used to, Stu, or to your eyes is it the same as what it used to be? I think we'll notice once we get on track and we start driving about. That's my main worry. Anyways, yeah, so today was supposed to be getting onto the new wheels. It's then been spent literally 6 hours, and I only just finished at about 10 to 9. 10 to 9, 10 to 7, because it says 19. Can't tell the time. 10 to 7, 10 minutes before the stream, literally got sort of finished and set it back up to where it was, but we were still having some nightmares. I digress. Anyways, we're going to move on. But yes, need a haircut. I need a haircut, or you need a haircut? I need a haircut. I do, actually, as it goes. But, so anyways, yeah, so should have been on the new wheels, but we're going to have the new wheel and pedals, but we're going to have that to look forward to for next week, hopefully. British Grand Prix this Sunday, and so I think that is going to be spent basically doing the... spent watching that with a monitor in the background, and then get the new setup, basically. Anyways, right, let's go. Daily Race B, haven't been on here yet. Literally going to go with the top 10 car. Well, I guess that I guess that's it then, isn't it? That is literally. Is this going to be the top 100 times? Oh, there's a WRX in there. Oh, there's a 458. But they're all in the alphas, right? Okay, we're gonna jump in the alpha. Picture and sound all okay. That'll do me. Right. I feel like it is a little bit less than what it was before, but I need to then go back through and start tweaking the numbers again. I'm playing it extra safe tonight as well, streaming to only YouTube whilst we try and get things back up and running. So no Twitch this evening, YouTube only, whilst we try and work out everything that's going on. Right. Let's go. Let's do it. Let's get on to this one then. This is one of the new layouts, isn't it, for Lago Maggiore. We're up and round here, what feels like the wrong way. Michael, how we doing? Oh God, what track even is this? I don't think I've done this one before. 2 new tracks for me tonight. Oh no, I know where I am now. Who can forget this corner? Now we'll catch that comment in just a second, Michael. Ooh. Yeah, this race isn't going to go too well. Let's not expect major results from this one. I just want to be able to say that I've done it. You can see the issues I have with this, with these pedals now, where if you keep watching the throttle on the bottom right there, ooh, straight into the wall. If you keep watching the throttle on the bottom right, sometimes it'll start to like twitch and glitch as if I'm not going full throttle. There you go, literally there, as if I'm not going full throttle. So I think that is pretty much the sign that at least the pedals, the wheel seems to be perfectly fine, no issues with the wheel, but the pedals maybe have been battered a little bit too much, and definitely due an upgrade. Which then means you've got to press the pedal even harder. Oh god, forgot that we weren't braking there. Means you've got to press it's this one I was thinking of. You've got to press the pedal even harder, which then probably brakes it even more. So it definitely doesn't have long left, this pedal now, or the pedals. Oh, we're sliding a bit there, bit of understeer to oversteer to understeer again. That's a little bit better. 2.6 taken off that. I mean, what's the top 10 times on this? Probably 50 bloody 6s, 7s, 56s, 55s. Definitely 55s, isn't it? It'll be alright for a laugh. Right, I'll catch your comment, Michael. Sorry, mate. Sorry to be a full-time lurker lately, but I'm breaking radio silence to tell you, you have a horn now. What? I don't know why, but I immediately went to go on the middle of the steering wheel. It has the big PS button, and I went to go try it to see if that was a button. I was like, is this a button, and can I map it to be this? So it actually is the center of the wheel, but it's not a button. You think I'd have found that out after having this for about a year and a half now. Anyways. But yeah, we'll get that mapped. Well, is it actually going to make any difference? if you beep your horn and tell someone to get out of the way, is that actually going to make any difference? I suppose just to let people know where you are, it could be quite handy, couldn't it? Can you change the sound of the horn? Can you put the can we do a Top Gear and put the what's it called, the cucaracha or cucarachi horn or something, whatever it's called, the Mexican thing? That would be tremendous. That would literally, if that got introduced onto Gran Turismo, that would literally be lobbies for the rest of the game's life, wouldn't it? Everyone just driving around, beeping their horns. That's cool. Yeah, we get that mapped. We'll see if it makes much difference. I doubt that it will do. Unless it doesn't make you go quicker. Does it make you go any faster? Yeah, we're gonna be starting at the back, and we're gonna be staying at the back, I well imagine. But we will try our best. Oh, we're not quite at the back. 2/10 ahead of a Bulldog here, and someone else who hasn't set a time. So I just wanted to be able to say that I've done Daily Race B. I'll probably not be spending any more than one race on this one. Do we actually have to, do we have any fuel wear on this one? Tyre wear, fuel depletion? I don't think we do. Oh, ×1. Daily Race B last week was great. Spa, you had to actually fuel save. GT6, there was loads of horns to choose from. That's cool. That is cool. Yeah, that would be great, that. Right then, let's get some bets on here. Where we're going to end up. See if we can get into the top 10. 3 positions, that's all I'm after. Here we go. Let's have a laugh. We get the race underway at the very top end of first gear there, meaning we are bogged down immediately. Oh, someone's gone wide. That was horrifically done, that. Absolutely horrifically done. And here's someone beside me there. In the corner of my headphones. I thought someone was going for a stupid dive bomb there, but thankfully they weren't. Right, come on, we can have P12 here at the very least. 8th. Let's see what we can do. We have them on the exit here. Well, we've definitely got the better run. Ooh. We'll have that. We'll have that. We get round the WRX as well. We'll get both of them there. I braked way too early, but it paid off actually. So let's just pretend that I meant that and crack on. Understeer central. Let's have it. Come on. That was not too badly done. That was not too badly done. We even took almost a tenth out the leader there. Oh, that was badly done though. That was horrifically done. And we almost have there the fellow Brit taking our spot there. Oh, come on, this is really annoying now. This pedal is going to haunt me tonight, isn't it? This is as bad as it's ever been, actually. Should have missed tonight's stream and used it to set up the new wheel. I did contemplate doing it, but considering last week's stream was so bad, I didn't want to miss another stream. Because I was gutted that I missed Daily Race B last week was actually great. Daily Race B was the highlight of the week for me. That a fuel-saving Daily Race B, I just thought tremendous. You cannot go wrong. And it was at Spa as well, so even better. But yeah, I just thought what a tremendous little combo that is. Considering we see it so often, the difference that it made to have fuel saving in there, or just the slight worry of running out of fuel, I thought was just added so much to the race. I think it's, you know, for all that we kind of slag off Daily Race B from time to time, not a proper race and all the rest of it, those 5 laps, constantly looking at fuel and that sort of stuff, I thought was really, really good. I thought was really, really good. Anyways, more of that, please. Right, let's see if we can have P9 here then. Gonna have to try and stick it round the outside. It's not quite gonna happen round there. Bit stupid to try and do so, but we've got the run on him now. Can we get him into the braking zone here? Not quite, but we absolutely keep our foot down there. Up into 3rd, top end of 3rd, up to 4th, in the slipstream here. Let's just try and take this as best we can. Ah, I've done it again, same mistake. Just running it a little bit too wide. That's the way to do that, that's the way. There we go. Oh, still sliding. Not quite slowed down enough before turning in. We could actually have P8 here. Michael might be right, you know. Woohoo. Oh, just too late on the brakes. Losing out massively now. Oh, nah. I messed that up. Oh, no. No, no, no. Yeah, messed that up way too much. Unless he brakes a bit too late here. Would be the only fighting chance I have of getting him now, but it's not going to happen. He brakes perfectly and he actually pulls away there another half-tenth or so. Being absolutely plagued with this dodgy pedal though. My upgrade can't come soon enough. Could this be P8 though? Oh, I don't think this straight's going to be long enough. Nah, there's the finish line. Not quite, not quite. Yeah, lower gear for a split second to turn the car, yeah. Yeah, I think you could possibly, on that downhill where you're braking, I think considering there's that moment where the car goes light as well, I think need to maybe be dropping down a gear there as well. Perhaps. Maybe it's down to first, depending on the ranges. But anyways, I'm not too fussed on that one because we're not going to be going back to that, I don't think, for the rest of the night. We're going to be on to Daily Race C, and we're going to be doing what's it called, Watkins Glen, which is a mad name for a track, but there we are. Let's put that onto focus mode so that we don't get any notifications. David, how are we doing? Good evening. Good evening, good evening. Or good afternoon for you, I think. Right, Group 3. What? Honestly, this is such a tremendous little combo, this. And such an awesome track as well. I'd never heard of it until it was brought onto here. But it is an awesome track. Right, let's go. How's video looking? Video, sound and everything all okay? I feel like I maybe should try on the next one streaming to Twitch and then trying to up the quality again a little bit more. But otherwise I think we're all good. So in this one we've got you need to be on the medium and the soft. And the soft I think gets you 4 laps. I wouldn't say comfortably, but it gets you 4 laps. It can get you 5 laps. I think it's depending on the car and depending on how you drive, but it is really, really touch and go. I think for me, my safest bet definitely is going to be 4 laps on the softs and the rest on the mediums. We'll see how we get on though. Audio and video looks good. Lovely stuff. Did a wee bit of Watkins Glen during lunch. Nice. What do you think of it? Do you like the track? I'd never heard of it, seen it. I had to Google. I didn't know if it was I've been watching a few of the videos and stuff to check it out, to learn the track. I didn't know if it was a real track or not. I just seen there was a new one added. I looked, seen right, Watkins Glen. Let's have a little look at it, check it out. And I've enjoyed it so far. I've put a couple of laps in. A 145 I'm at the moment, but we can do a bit better than that. I think there's people down to the 43s in my friends list. 42s, there you go. And where are we at for, Jesus, we're down to the 40s already. This shows, by the way, how fast people are improving as well, the more that we're on here. Because I was ranked number 4,000, I think it was 4,400 and something, 4,000, just under 4,500, and I've dropped 600 places in half an hour. So, it's a NASCAR track, so us Americans are very familiar. I got you. It's a bit lame. Oh, Stu, no. No, we can't be having that. Don't be slagging off my new favourite track. You never know, I might actually be good round here. Although 4 seconds off the pace, probably not. But, yeah, so anyways, I went back on the rankings there. So the BM is pretty much the car to be in. There is the Genesis as well, though. But if we remember a few streams ago, which the rate that I've been streaming was like 4 months ago now. A few streams ago would have been like 4 months ago. I did a race in the Genesis, and I vowed never to go back in it. So I went with the BMW anyways, the M6. And it's not too bad, let me tell you. The back end on this thing, though, you've got to be careful. A bit like the Genesis, it is a little bit lethal. So, you know. So we know how I'm going to crash, basically. But we do 4 laps on the softs. I'm yet to try out the mediums, actually, because I've just been trying to learn the track, get some time into it. And a few laps and all that sort of stuff. You've got a short shift in this just before you get to the end. Kind of just on the sort of 3/4 of the way, really. Seems to be about right for what I've found. Maybe it's a little bit earlier, depending on whether you're into a corner or out of a corner. Difference in speed in this thing against Group 4, though. Did a 44.6 in the M6. Good stuff. This is the corner that oh Jesus, is a mega little corner. I love this this layout here. It's a tricky one though. Reminds me a little bit of the Daytona chicane, which I think, do they call the bus stop? Do they call that the bus stop chicane as well? I could be wrong. That one's a tricky one to know when to get down on the power, because if you just run too wide on that curve there, you're into the grass. This one, I've started trying to take a slightly later apex so we can get our foot down there, but that's where we've got to be careful. That is where we got to be careful. If you try and follow the apex right the way around, I feel like you're losing time just for how long this straight is. Down into second, right hand on the power as early as you can. I mean, who am I to try and give a lap guide when I'm like 4 seconds off the pace? What helps here is if you do hit the apex, but in that instance, I just decided not to. And I'm still trying to work out my braking points and downshifts, upshifts, all the rest of it. This is the final corner here. I feel like I need to either not brake at all and just use engine braking, or just the slightest stab and get on the power earlier. One Circuit of the Americas. I don't think I wouldn't know that track. Seen it, but I wouldn't like, there's some of the F1 tracks I've not like done a lap on F1 game or anything, but I would know relatively well from watching. But that clue, other than knowing of it, I wouldn't know any particular sort of corners or any, you know, great bits of the track or what would make it good or bad or anything like that. That's a bit better. There we go. That's what I'm talking about. And then it's difficult because you think, right, I've got a good exit, let's go, and then you're straight into another corner, a corner of which I'm not taking very well. Ooh, nearly running a bit too wide. See all the time that we made up from. Keep going over to the right hand side there, and then remembering it's the right hand turn, and then thinking, oh shit, wrong side of the track. This is the turn that I keep thinking I'm coming up to. Still just getting to grips with it. The track itself, I think. So yeah, you can pretty much be flat through there. Getting a little bit better. Oh shit, we should enter, shouldn't we? That would help. That would help. Realise that I'm just into quali mode. See if we can get one more lap in before we go into a race. Craig, how we doing? Oh, nice to see the streams working tonight. Yeah, tell me about it, mate. It's quality-wise a little bit less, I think, than the last one. I'm just playing it extra safe to have the smoothest stream I've probably ever had, despite quality in terms of bitrate and all that sort of boring stuff. Let's enter properly this time. Yeah, apart from the bitrate side of things, just being maybe slightly less. Hopefully not enough for anyone to be able to tell or spot anything too obvious, but we'll see. Would like to see, what's that, Infineon Raceway. I've not... See, this is the problem. My first GT game, Gran Turismo game, was GT Sport. So much so that I almost go to call this game GT Sport 7, because I just think GT Sport is the name of the game. I've been that used to GT Sport. But yes, Gran Turismo, the early editions, I've not... yeah, GT Sport was my first venture into Gran Turismo. So everyone keeps talking about all these great tracks, and what's the one that made a comeback, which is on this one? Deep Forest, and there's the other one as well. The two of them that made a comeback from Gran Turismo 4, maybe? Or is one of them from 4, one of them's from 6? Everyone was like buzzing about those, and I was just like, oh great to have them come back, and looking forward to getting back on the track. And I'm like, oh, I guess I've got 2 new tracks to learn then, so a little bit different for me. But yeah, so Infineon Raceway is another one. I don't even know if I'm saying that right. Really? Right, okay. The chicane at Watkins Glen was added in 1992 after several fatal accidents in the right turn after the chicane. Wow. That's interesting then. So why has that turn after the chicane. Has that changed at all? Did that used to be a tighter turn? Because it doesn't feel like that's necessarily even a decent place for like overtaking or anything. So it's interesting that there was accidents there. Trial Mountain, yes, that's the other one. Trial Mountain, indeed. Oh, that's interesting then. So I'm assuming that the chicane obviously there to so that your entry speed to the following corner isn't as high, and maybe forces the cars to come out in single file, because you're hardly going to go through that chicane side by side, are you? Although you never know. Let's see what happens in these races. But yeah, that's interesting then. If that corner was the same as was back then as it is now, I'd have been interested to know how any accidents even occurred there, or if you're saying a series of fatal accidents, I'd be interested to know how they came about, because it doesn't seem like the kind of corner that would be where you would see many people going up and tangling or going for a dive or anything like that. So that's interesting. I did not know that. Ah, yes, High Speed Ring as well was the other one, wasn't it? So we had High Speed Ring, Deep Forest, and Trial Mountain. Correct, that's the one. What? Hang on, that can't be right. NASCAR track races don't have track limits, so turn 1 has no limits either. Surely that can't be right. Grand Valley Speedway is an old GT track. Love them to bring that back. It's interesting, isn't it? Because you'd think once they've developed a track, surely enough they should just keep them in, you know, the sort of future games. But I guess to constantly develop that each year must not be worth their while. I'm guessing. I don't know. Or I suppose as well, they probably want the games to be fresh, don't they? So, James, how we doing? Hello, mate. Be back later on. No worries at all, mate. We're going to be learning this new track on GT7 here. So, yeah, we're going to be on this all night. So, whenever you tune in, for anyone this goes forward at any point in the night, chances are you'll see me putting it in the wall and going, right, I must remember to brake earlier. Or something like that. Right, we're going to go quite aggressive then here, because oh, he's just gone straight into the wall. That'll do. Not as aggressive as that. We're going to be starting on the softs. Yeah, I have found it interesting that the track limits thing, I don't know if they'll enforce that on here as having no track limits. But I did find that with the chicane, you could literally you could cut so much of that, and I was quite shocked at how much I've been cutting and not getting a penalty for. Or what feels like cutting anyways. Obviously, if it's not track limits, you're not necessarily cutting it. Oh, nearly lost it there. There, like this here, you're literally the opposite side of the yellow line, and yet never seem to have received a penalty yet. So I did get one for cutting the pit lane entry, which was just not realising where the pit lane entry actually was, the lines, or not realising how early the pit lane entry opened up. But yeah, tyre wear is quite high on this one, so we're going to have to, I'm going to have to be a bit careful not to make any silly mistakes, which is, as we know, when I'm racing, guaranteed. There's a lot of time being lost there, definitely. And those two corners are where I can probably be making up quite a bit of time, I would say. Out of the slipstream of this guy up ahead now, though. I can't wait to get onto the new pedals now, though. I know I've been saying it for so long and just always ended up kind of putting it off, sort of thing. Not putting it off for, you know, there's just always been stuff going on and not really had the time. But this week, starting ready for next week, I can't wait to be on them, especially considering the state of these pedals now. If you keep an eye on that throttle, look at that, it's keep dropping off. I'm literally full throttle all the way through here. But the game would suggest otherwise. There we go. One to the inside. Oh. There we go. I deserved that there, because my overtake on him was not clean at all. Trying not to damage the tyres here now. Right, well, we're quite a way behind, and we've got 10 laps, so I mean, this is pretty much that race over with. But we get some practice in on the tyres. Point in case of me saying I must remember to brake. Someone going in on the soft tyres, going in after lap 2. I don't know why you would be doing that. Oh, done it again. Keep forgetting that that's a right-hander coming up next. Every time. Oh, man. Come on, stop being stupid. Maybe I can get 5 on these tyres. We'll see. See, surely that should be track limits, surely. Come on. Ah! Yeah, a lot of people pitting now, but I'm going to go one more. Plus I get a penalty for cutting the pit lane now anyways. Leaders into the pits now. All on soft tyres, going on to mediums, or majority by the looks of things. Oh, someone into the wall. Right, onto the mediums. Do not refuel. Oh, Alpha. First thing he saw when he joined was my spin. I did say that would probably happen. I did say it was guaranteed. Someone would tune in at some point and the first thing they would see is me spinning. Let's go. Back out. And well behind everybody. Try and mostly use this race as a bit of practice, just to get a feel for the tyre wear, things like that. I can see why some people are preferring just the 4 laps on the soft tyres though, because these medium tyres now, in comparison to what we've just left, this feels like a super soft tyre, and so there's a potential that there was a lot of time being lost on the soft tyre on the 5th lap. Oh man, no. All right, now we might get past 1 or 2 of these guys, potentially. I doubt it actually. I think they're all out of the pits now, because the pit stop on this is a lengthy pit stop, and for where you have to rejoin. We're nowhere near them. Is that literally no track limits? If I go all the way out here, do we get track limits? Let's find out. Because surely enough, that is the way to drive it then. Yeah, there we go. I was going to say, I did run wide on that same corner earlier. Wasn't that wide though. Maybe there's a limit to how much you can abuse the track limits. There'll be people absolutely flying through this chicane. There'll be people taking that chicane flat in the top 10s. I'll be very surprised if they're not taking that flat, to be honest. Or I'd say I wouldn't be shocked if they were. Oh no. Oh, nearly lost that one. It's not much fun driving this far at the back, is it? Yeah, Le Mans isn't too bad. I'm not a fan of the track at the best of times. I have had one or two decent races there. It's just a long track. It's just that straight just makes it so boring, I find. I actually find that's part of the issue. All about the slipstream there, though, isn't it? All about the slipstream. Right, I'm well off the pace of everyone now. What we thinking of for Silverstone this weekend, anyways? Then, because all good words seems to say that Mercedes have resolved their porpoising issue. Or issues. Multiple. Don't think they had just the one problem with the car, did they? Yeah, all good words seems to say that they've sorted that now. And that they're hoping to be actually competitive at Silverstone. But I'd love to see them do it. I'd love to see 3 cars at the front, or 3 teams at the front, 6 drivers potentially. Need to race a ghost, I know. I'd have better look at the. Have better luck with that at the moment than 15 seconds behind the last runner. I mean, most of that time was just caused when we had that crash, really. Get down earlier on the power there. Oh, saved. I'm not sure what the consensus was on the actual race car. Obviously, the BM seems to be the car of choice for quali. I don't know if it was the car of choice for race or not, actually. Feels decent to me, though. I've got to say that. Better than I thought it would do. Oh, this bloody pedal, honestly. Ah. Mercedes only want to beat Verstappen. I thought you were a Max fan, Stu. Maybe not then. I'd love to see Ferrari do it this year, but I mean, there's always going to be something that goes wrong, isn't there? I think that's the problem. It's almost a given with them that it's like, yeah, they've done tremendously well. At what point in the weekend are they going to go? Is it going to go downhill? It's almost like, guess what lap Charles is going to have to retire. I tried to do that without braking. Almost put it into the wall. Right, that was horrifically done then, but we'll try and do better. Oh, never a fat. Oh dear. Have I offended you by even asking? If the Merc is fixed, Russell will spank it. Yeah, that one's been interesting as well. I mean, everyone, you know, the talk of George has been beating Lewis, but I think the consensus on that one as well, that was Lewis was the one that was doing all the experimental setups. So he's been he's pulled the short straw on that one, but I don't know. Maybe it was just the maybe that was the PR answer. Maybe that was the keep the critics quiet for a few more weeks. Oh, the Nissan as well. Interesting. Interesting. But yeah, the M6 and Genesis winning mostly. WRX seems to do well. I can never work out the WRX because the Group 3, I feel like I actually struggle with it. I'm surprised that to be honest, I thought the Supra might have done well. But I think there's too many corners involved for the Supra to like it. As much as there's a ton of straights, and it's such a high-speed track, but I think there's a lot of corners where, or I think there's maybe too many corners that the Supra just then starts to sort of miss out a little bit. But I really like the Supra. I might actually jump in it, to be honest. But, you know, it's so hard to do when you're literally looking at all of these times. That's my friends list even, sorry. There's one Beetle there from Frank with a 44.1. But look at that. 5,000. I said I was 4,400 and something. I then said I'd drop down like 600 places when I went to 5,000 global rank. And then now I'm at 5,418. So I'm dropping down tremendously. And this is literally it. Oh, I thought I saw a Nissan somewhere there. But yeah, M6 and the Genesis. So doesn't seem like there's many options in this one, does there? If we want to be in with a decent shout. It's why I mentioned though, maybe's race pace is different. Maybe's you know, the M6 is going to do its tyres in. I feel like the Genesis is asking for trouble. Surely the Genesis can't be any good in race. It might be good in quali. I would assume it's got to be horrific in the race for chewing up those tyres. Oh, that's so interesting, Michael, because I'm literally the opposite. The WRX, the Group 3, used to be one of the most planted Group 3s out there. And then in GT7, I can't keep it in a straight line out of the corners. I really can't keep it in a straight line. It's so bizarre. I don't really know what's gone on. Yeah, right. Let's do the let's jump back into BM then. Yeah, let's jump back in the BM. Oh, I've done it again. Not entered the race. I've just done bloody qualifying. Circuit experience here is in the Genesis. Very lively. Maybe that's why everyone's going in the Genesis then. They've done the circuit experience and that's the car they know that they've got some experience in. Maybe that's why. Right, let's go again. See if we get 2 laps in here. Hopefully. Yeah, right. We're going to have time for 2 laps here. See if we can improve on this 45. Try and get down to the 44s at least. We'll not do it like that, will we? That's the way to do it. I braked a bit too late into the chicane there, I think, or tried to be a bit overconfident on the way in. I soon got a shock halfway around, but then surprisingly kept it together. I don't think that was all too bad, actually. Done it again, though. Keep thinking that there's a left-hander coming up after that one, and there's absolutely not. Earlier on the power there. Earlier on the power. This is the one I'm struggling with the most, this corner here. So just trying to work this one out. I think we want late apex here. 3rd gear. Out wide to here. Keep it out wide. Slight downshift. Oh, see, no, I don't think I need a downshift there, actually. I think there's only this corner. If you're up in 5th, downshift to 4th. And go for it there. Let's see. Considering how many mistakes were on that in that last lap, the fact that it was only not even a 10th off my best time shows we can definitely improve. We're 2 tenths up here on it already. Nearly 3 tenths. 3.5 tenths. There we go. Nice and early on the power there. Right, we still pretty much got those 3 tenths in it, yeah, 3 tenths up, so planting it there, but just try and not to have too much steering input to end up spinning the car around. Earlier on the power there, 4.5 tenths up, that'll do nicely. Oh no. Oh, stupid mistake that. Such a stupid mistake. Lost all that time there. Lost all that time. Tell you what though, made a big chunk back up there on that last sector. I can definitely get that down to the 43s. Looking at that, easy. Easy. Big chunk of time lost. Look at that, 2.5 tenths up in this first corner, 3 tenths up now. Yeah, easy. I can get that down to the 43s, possibly be aiming for the 42s. Maybe it's not this week. I feel like that by that point there we'll start to diminishing improvements, and we'll definitely need a bit more time to get down to the 42s, but most certainly I can be down to the 43s, I would say, quite comfortably. Maybe it's even by the end of this stream. So still down in the B rated at the moment. We got an A rated player. We got a couple of A rateds in here, so I'm on the edge. That last race result wouldn't have done us much favours though, many favours. Right, I'm going to start on the softs on this one. Go aggressive. But I'm definitely only going to do 4 laps. Definitely only going to do 4 laps. I haven't actually even done the circuit experience yet, to be honest, so I'll have to have a look at it. I should have done it before coming on here so I could actually learn it, I guess. Right, P11 on this one. See if we can get a few positions. To be honest, just staying with the pack this time will be an improvement on the last race. So let's just maybe aim for that to begin with, eh? Let's go. Rapid in the what? I don't even think. I think you might have me confused with someone else there, Michael. I'm not too sure what we're even talking about on that one. Have this though. Oh, to the inside. To the inside. We'll have that. Slightly kind of elbows out a little bit, but we certainly have it. I imagine some of these guys at the back possibly starting on the medium tyres, which is certainly something to consider here. I am here, pal. Just so you know. We'll have him to the end. Oh, he's gone to the inside. I was going to go around him there, or I was going to try to. Oh no. Oh no, contact on the inside there as well, pushed wide a bit. Oh, you were talking to Alpha. I was going to say, I've gone right. I was going to say. Right, that makes sense. I shouldn't assume that everybody's talking about me. That maybe said something more about my ego than anything else there. Now I'm following. Oh, they switched over. They switched positions there. I wasn't expecting that at all. Look how much time we lose being behind people in that chicane, though. Certainly not managing to make the most of these soft tyres. Oh, no. No, come on. Taylor, come on. Fellow Brit as well. There was no contact there. just to be clear, there was no contact there. Although admittedly he did do well to give me the space there. We see if we get any kind of apology from Taylor there. That one was, I had the corner, was well ahead, turning in, just absolutely sideswiped. I presume that the outside of that curb, once you actually come off the curb, I think that must be track limits. Because I've definitely ran over the white line a couple of times. In race and in quali there. Oh, this guy brakes early. Oh no, go on. Yeah, unfortunately for us, we've not been able to make the most of the soft tyre running, to be honest. Thought we might have been able to make it work going a little bit aggressive from the back, but maybe it's the mediums is what we need here. And then maybe try and pit. Possibly actually pit early. Maybe that's the way to do it. Try and get that extra lap on the softs as much as there is maybe time being lost overall. But just try and run that bit deeper into the race. Go for the overcut perhaps. Or maybe go for the undercut, yeah, if we're going to pit earlier on the softs. So actually, I'm forgetting doing that would be literally 5 and 5. Split you down the middle. Right, what are these guys all going to do here? They're going to carry on holding us up. Brilliant. Right. I say holding us up. They're guaranteed to be a lot quicker than me around here. Although, ooh, there's Taylor coming back onto the track there now. Now this is where it's going to get a bit interesting. Going to bump them through here. Oh no, that nearly put us into the wall there. A lot of people braking very early into that chicane. I find that quite interesting. Go to the inside here. Oh, bit of contact there. I'll hang back. Bit of contact. My bad. Sorry, pal. Ah, no. Ah, man. Ah, no, no, no. Oh, no. Damn it. Damn it. Just trying to push that a little bit too hard there. That is the corner as well. That is the corner to overdo it and bin it on, to be honest. Oh shit, no, let's not do the pits, because I just realised I'd totally missed the pit entry there. What I kept saying was my favourite feature of the pit entry penalties, or exiting the pit, crossing over the pit exit lines and getting the penalties. I said that was my favourite feature of the game, and yet every single time I get caught out by it, not paying attention to the pit lines. Be interesting to see, maybe he's not with that horrific entry to the chicane there, if there's any improvement on our lap times now that we're not stuck behind people, considering the tyres are pretty well done in by this point. But I'm going to end up so far back once I've been into the pits. Oh, and again, no. Ah. Oh no, come on. Embarrassing. Ah. Oh, embarrassing. Oh dear. Nightmare. Oh no, still got the penalty. I literally saw the lines as well, still drove over them. What a plonker. Come on. Interesting, still people into the pits this far into the race. I suppose only... Yeah, I suppose if you were doing the medium stint first, actually. Yeah, maybe that makes sense. Take that back. Oh man, look how far behind we are on this one. What a nightmare. Full aggression that there. Didn't control it on the way out though. Probably lost more time. But I imagine if I watch the top 10 times, I guarantee they're flowing literally foot to the floor in 6th gear into that chicane. I can just imagine it. I hope they're not, because then that means it might be a bit easier for me to be able to be as, you know, learn from them. But if they're just literally flowing it in there, which I wouldn't be shocked to see. I'm still getting this corner wrong. What am I doing, man? Come on. Almost. Literally just totally messed that corner up there. Again, going over the right hand side. I will learn this track eventually, but how long it's going to take me, I don't know. My God, come on. Final lap. Let's get it out of the way. Hopefully the next race, no issues and we're a little bit quicker. Oh no. Right. we'll write this race off then, if we hadn't done already. I gotta say though, I'm a fan of the track. I'm definitely a fan of the track. I feel like it maybe is a slightly difficult one to overtake, but in a long form race, you've got the patience to be able to sit and think, right, I'll get them on the next lap sort of thing. So, I don't know. I wouldn't like to see this as a daily race B, if that makes sense. I just think that the nature of the track would cause people to try and go for moves where they don't exist. Because they know we're only going to have at most on a daily race B, if we do the full track layout, 4 laps, maybes. So, yeah, I don't know. What do we reckon, though? Are we a fan? Do you like it? Do you not like it? I haven't seen the layout, which layout they use for the short track. Interesting. Yeah, to be honest with you, I should probably do the circuit experience. Definitely. More of a higher average top speed through it, and not a slow in, fast out. Not a slow in, fast out, or is a slow in, fast out. Oh, we're going to get disqualified, yeah. There we go. Our timer ran out anyways, that's what I was aiming for. Right. I think starting at the back as well, I think starting on soft, you're asking for trouble. As we just found out there, because I think most people are going to be starting on the mediums at the back. Right, BM. When you're saying double down shift there, Michael, are you meaning in, what's the word? In replacement of braking? Just engine brake and kind of you can feather it around that way, or that you're still braking, but you just need to be down 2 more gears, or 1 more gear to what I was. And definitely get this down to the 43s. Based on just where I made a couple of mistakes and where the deltas were on the last one. I think mathematically, if all came together, 43 should be relatively easy actually, but, you know, everything is still easier said than done. If that is the track limits that we're able to take, which I'm hoping that we don't get a penalty, then we're also laughing there, because that is a huge chunk of time what you can end up taking. It doesn't look like we've got a penalty, so... Oh, so that's the left-hander where we got hit by Taylor. So that's a... Does that mean we're dropping down to second there, then? Cautious there. Conscious and cautious of putting my foot down. I feel like there I need to be over at the left-hand side a bit further and not scrub off so much speed and brake and try and carry just a little bit more round. because I feel like I'm literally stopping and then going again. So not very smooth at all through there. I feel like I can probably be a bit smoother there as well. This I feel like will be a decent 44. Yeah, I was going to say a low to mid 44. Quicker than I thought actually. 44.3. So I'm happy with that one. We need another 3.5 tenths taken off. So let's see if we can do that in the next, what we're going to have here, 2 laps. And we'll try and take the chicane a bit more flat out going into it. Ooh, that's as late as I brake a day. And then the next time round I'm going to try and take it slightly slower in and try and just take it a bit more smoothly, just to see if there's any comparison, just to see what feels a little bit more comfortable. Oh, that really doesn't feel like that wants to be down into second. Maybe it's for a split second to get turned in, perhaps. But is that the corner that we're talking about, Michael? I think it is. I think that was where I got hit, wasn't it? Right, pretty much even as we cross the line there. Literally 300ths in that, so... Let's go, let's go. Right, a little bit slower into this chicane here. Braking a bit earlier or a bit more. I don't know, you know. I'd be interested to watch a top 10 time after the next race. Definitely. I'm down on my time there. But yeah, it felt a bit quicker. Maybe it's because it was just a bit smoother. That's what made it feel quicker. But not quite. Maybe you're best off taking as much speed in as you can, braking as you start to approach it, sort of like as you start to straight line out a little bit across the 2 curbs. Maybe that's your braking zone essentially. Oh, I'll have enough time for another lap here. Get in, right, come on then. Let's go again. Yeah, that was the corner we're talking about. Okay, interesting. Just trying sort of a few variations in lines and that sort of thing. Seeing what works, seeing what's comfortable as well. Oh, see, I was still quicker on the previous lap, and I took a lot more speed on the way in and braked a lot later. But clearly the exit then was compromised too much, which is very interesting. Brake later here. I'm going to V-cut this one just a little bit more. No better for that there. No better for that. That's a bit better there. A couple of hundredths shaved. Ah, man. I was making all that time up there. That's still going to be... Oh, no, I thought it was. No, it's not. It is. It's not. It's not. It is. It's going to be an improvement of 7 thousandths. 8 thousandths. No, we were half a tenth up for half a tenth of a second. Right, we're still at the back? Of course we are. Tremendous. Look at that, 42.2 up the top there, top spot. Wow. I mean, even if I got to a mid 43, I'd be very, very happy with that, I think. At the moment. Excuse me. At the moment. Just changed to the medium tyres in enough time there. Alright, we start on the mediums at the back yet. And we'll see if this helps us out. We'll try and pit. We'll pit a little bit earlier. Perhaps. There we go then. Not the most comfortable of places to start, right on the corner to the pit straight, but see how easily that Beetle got past us there with those issues on that throttle. See, it's never quite at 100%. It's always just that little bit off, which is really quite annoying. The sooner I get onto these new pedals, the better. Look how much better we've taken that, though. Just going to have to try and stay on this pack whilst we're on the medium tyres. Contact there, contact there. Yeah, he's hung back to let us past. Thank you, pal. Thank you. Bit cleaner than the other chap from the last race, so appreciate that from him. Like I say, I never mind. It's not nice being hit, but I don't mind it when the person is genuinely sorry and they let you back past. Then ram me off the road all you like. I can't get annoyed at that. Although I will if you do it all the time, but you know. The point is there, you know what I mean. Here we go. We've lost them a little bit. Dropping off from out of slipstream range as well. But let's just try. Stay within that range. I think I'm going to maybe pit lap 5. I think I will. We'll plan to pit lap 5. Just try and work out where that's going to put us when we come to pit. God, I thought I was straight into the barrier there. I bet you that's the line that the top 10s are taking as well. I bet you that is like that close to the barrier. If track limits isn't an issue there, that is how close they'll be to that barrier. Without doubt. Oh, good move. No, good move. Good move. Go on. Keep it going. Keep it going. Keep it going. Nicely done, pal. Nicely done. No, that was a good move. I'm glad he didn't bin it there, because I turned into him. That would have realistically been my fault there. Oh, someone's car alarm going off. Oh, hey. Nah, that was a good move from him there. Havard, Dr. Havard. Nicely done. Can only say fair play to him. Does the stream actually look alright for everyone, or does it look like it's lagging a little bit? Is the quality alright, or what do we think? Do let me know if it's not quite as good. Right, I'm not exactly on the pace, but I don't feel like I'm massively off it either, if that sort of makes sense. I noticed that those two guys were fighting a little bit there, so I expected to catch up. But I don't feel like I've done too bad being on the medium tyres. We are losing pace to the front, but I'm going to presume, I'm going to suspect that they're on the softs, or I'm going to really hope that they are. But this is where I'm going to feel like this is a pretty tricky track to overtake on. I'm going to watch all these guys here. None of them, I didn't take that chicane particularly well. You just see how much time they've cost each other in the fact that I was still able to catch up. Going through that chicane probably 10-15 miles on the exit, at least 10-15 miles slower than I should have been. Oh, that's a tap. Don't do the same to me, please. We get past him there. Now we're starting to... Maybe these guys are on the soft and it's lap 4 where these tyres start to drop off. And we're starting to see a sort of a certain drop in their pace. Maybe this is actually why. I don't quite know. I was too busy watching them there, trying to put my foot down, and I almost binned it there just as much as they did. Right, none of them with an interest in going into the pits at the moment then. No frames issues at all tonight. Well, that makes a big difference from Thursday, doesn't it? As last week, honestly, really, really annoyed me that. I was so much looking forward to the races. So much looking forward to the races. Especially Spa. Oh, that's brave. I'm just backing off altogether here. But he's trying to have him on the inside of the chicane. I've got the right to that corner now. He's gone almost having to go off track. This is the fellow Brit. Almost. Oh, we did. I was going to say almost into the back of him. We did make contact with him there. Oh, no. Oh, no, 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 no. Same guy again. I don't think he meant that at all, though. Just the nature of racing side by side. Slightest of touch in this car, and very easy to put round. Quite glad I managed to save that there, but we've still lost a bit of time. Right, those guys pitting now on the soft, and they're on the on to lap 5 here, having done 5 laps. I'm still going to go for it. I maybe should have pitted there and then gone for the try to get the overcut, or the undercut rather, I should say. Try to get the undercut and then just defend till the last lap, but I don't know. I don't feel like the pace has been all, you know, too bad. It's certainly not been horrific, the pace, so let's just stick with it for now and try and race these guys. A couple of the cars that are in front of us, just try and race them all on track. I could probably do with the racing experience as well, let's be fair. So for this track, this layout. Yeah, going to the inside line there. I don't know why I actually did it, but it feels like there's more time being lost following that apex all the way around like that. Especially considering the straight that then comes after it. Go, 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 go. Right, he's indicating there, so I'm going to presume that he's going into the pits. Nice of him to indicate, actually. Yeah, he absolutely is. Oh, he's braked very early there in doing so. Very, very early to brake for the pits. Maybe that's his first time into the pits. I don't know. But definitely held us up a little bit there. I wonder if we'll actually get out before him, due to the nature of having entered at a higher speed behind him. I know it sometimes weirdly works that way. Literally. Right. Ah, no, I've crossed the line. Oh, man. Bugger. Oh, that's interesting. Feels sharper tonight. That's interesting. Yeah, pretty much reverted back to my old original setup, which was my webcam is the Logitech. I can't remember the make and model. I was going to say the G29, but that's the steering wheel. I can't remember what. Yeah, on the webcam, anyways, the 4K webcam. But yeah, my plan last week on Thursday on the stream that did not work was supposed to be the stream where I went multicam and basically had this webcam then became the pedal cam, and then there's a a proper camera, DSLR camera beside it, which was going to become this camera, what you're watching me on, like the main camera. But yeah, it just couldn't make it work. It just processing power couldn't quite make it work without having to downscale the quality so much. And it wasn't worth downscaling the quality so much to have the extra pedal cam, because it would have had to been pretty horrific. But interesting that you find it looking sharper tonight, because I actually thought it was the opposite, or I was worried that it was going to be the opposite. So I'm glad that it's back to looking good. But yeah, literally just exactly the same setup as I had previously. But because I had can watch it full screen now before I couldn't. My God, that is so bizarre. Because I feel like, I was being worried about the quality being less. So I'm very surprised at that, and very happy about that then. Very happy about that. I wonder if not live streaming to Twitch has anything to do with it. Maybe it allows a little bit more bandwidth to go YouTube's way. I just wanted a live stream to YouTube only to try and play it safe, to be honest, whilst getting back to this setup. Because the settings in Streamlabs and stuff like that I've had to change. So that's interesting, that. Appreciate that. One less thing to worry about. Now I can actually just focus on the driving. Which is probably a bad thing, to be fair. If you don't, Stu, if you don't mind me asking, what is it that you're watching on? When you say you can watch it full screen now, is that on a laptop or that you're watching it on, or a computer screen that you're watching it on? Please don't say it's a TV. No one needs my screen on a TV. My face on a TV screen, I should say. Oh dear. Oh dear. I was going to bum draft him there, and then he just happened to be at the right hand side of the car, so can't work this one out. Oh, I've gone off track now as well. That, I presume, will be track limits. Yeah, it's got to be. You're going to say. Right, we get past this guy because I can't work out where he's going or what he's doing or anything, so... just a little bit wide. Right. Let's just see if we can hold on to P12. P11's well out of reach. Unless he bins it. Ah. Oh, that's no good. We caught the curb there. Ah, caught the curb back end of the One of those back wheels clobbered the curb there. Just launched me around. Bugger. Right, well, we're not holding on to P12 then. That's another last place finish in this race, but at least it wasn't as embarrassing as the other two have been. My word. I feel like if we didn't have that corner in, I'd love this track. I'd love every bit about this track. But it's that corner there that catches me out. Catches me out a bit too much. So I feel like I don't like it. Right, let's try, hope for a better result in the next one. I think Get In There Lewis has got himself a 1 minute penalty based on the way he's just dropped down the grid there. Yeah, he does. In the B lobby yet. That's where we are. We're in yeah, in the B lobbies at the moment. Just having a look. Oh, there we go. Oh, that is, I tell you what it is, that is mega quality, isn't it? I've just started watching, I had the preview on my phone, and I just went to try it out at full 1080 60 frames. It does actually look pretty sweet, to be fair. Right. Hopefully it stays that way once we start streaming on Twitch again next week. Yeah, that one was, well, could have been better. Let's put it that way. But yeah, down into the B rated. I was at the start of the stream was probably just beneath A rated, and then we've dropped down with the somewhat poor results. So I need to get myself back up there. But such is the nature of trying to learn a new track. We're obviously going to have some not so ideal results. In fact, actually, it tells us here now on there, doesn't it? I wish that. As great as this visual thing is here up the top now, and it tells you the little stats and stuff, that's cool. But the DR rating, it's quite hard to tell exactly how much you've got left to go. It would be good if it actually told you your actual DR rating. But not to worry. Anyways, jump back in here. Let's watch some top 10 times. Oh, let's work out what we're going to press first, shall we? Let's watch some top 10 times. Let's watch the #1 time in the whole entire world. Which is, I'm forgetting his name now. Oops. Why can't we watch his replay? That's no good. I just realised that. Right, play replay. Let's go. What's his name? What's this guy called again? What's his name? I've forgotten now. We raced against him at Spain. Fraga. That's the one. Right, let's go. Let's watch and let's learn. Cutting all he can of that corner. There is your track limits. You can run over the line, but not over the end of the curb. He's 5th gear all the way through here. Is he going to change up to 6th at all? That's interesting that he doesn't change to 6th at all. Very interesting. Oh my god. Oh my god. Look at that. Right. Let's study this a little bit, shall we? And we're going to watch it from this angle here. Let's look at how close he is. I did say, look how close he is to that barrier. And there you go. So it's the outside of the curbs, or the inside depending on the corner, but it's the end of the curb that is actually the end of the track. You can run all of the white lines, they don't seem to care. So that is interesting. There's the second, turn down to second, straight up to third on the way out. Wow, that felt like there would be a lot of time lost there. That's so interesting. All the way to the end of the gear. I thought you had a short shift in this car, and that's certainly what felt like it was quicker. Brakes very late. When did you get on the throttle here? I'll be interested to know. Right, still runs over the yellow lines, look. Second gear here, it's close to the apex. Up to third early, on the power early, out of the corner early. And yeah, more or less flat. Oh, he runs wide there as well, but obviously that is permitted. So, right, interesting. Well, now we know. Now we know. Let's see if we can try and use a little bit of that to get down into the 43s. Oh, so interesting. Right, okay. Annoying that he makes it look that easy, by the way. Let's go. Get your bets on then. Can we get down into the 43s? And if so, what is our time going to be? If you get the time right, we all know the score. 3 decimal places. All 3 decimal places, and free t-shirt from the merch store. Affinity Racing. Actually, not affinityRacing.co.uk, that's down at the moment, but links in the description. Surely 6th gear has to be quicker there. I mean, he does have the number 2 times, so maybe we should follow him. That's what I get. That's what happens when I try and follow the top 10 lines. Ah, no. Out wide, out wide, out wide. Right, he literally was flat, then he lifted, then he was flat again, and he ran all the way out wide, and he didn't care about it one little bit. And neither did the stewards. So, right, this will not be an improvement on this time, but it will be not too bad. Look at that, literally, how sloppy was that lap? And how bad was that lap in places, but we certainly made up for it in others. So, not even a 10th off, or just over a 10th off. Our best time. Now, considering the mistakes that we made, if we tidied them up, we'd be laughing. We'd be easily, see if we can do it on this lap, easily down into the 43s. Foot down, go on. Decent, decent. Right, as it stands, we're down to the 43s. If we cross the line like this, we're down to the 43s. Ah, we're not down to the 43s. And we've, in fact, lost all of our time. How annoying. Never mind. 143.440. I genuinely, considering that's a second off our time, and probably a big ask, I do genuinely think I can get there. I do genuinely. Mid 43s, I think, is doable. I think I can do mid 43s. Which is crazy, considering, you know, that's still 3 seconds off the top 10s, but I think it's achievable for sure. Right. Where are we at here? We're kind of middle of the pack, but let's get ourselves onto the medium tires here. Yeah, a 143. Anywhere between a 43.4 and a 43.8, I think I could achieve. The main thing to get some practice on is that chicane as well, because that one's a killer. That is a killer. Right, I'm so happy about the stream then. I'm so happy that we've managed to get back to where it was and all that sort of stuff. I mean, I think that for all that there was some issues there with I'm just going to turn my volume down a little bit. For all that there was some issues with, well, pretty much everything, to be honest with you. And I think when Streamlabs did its update and then I updated the iOS as well, I think they've clashed a little bit. And all that sort of stuff, but I think we've kind of eventually got there. Bit of patience, and we finally got to somewhere decent with it again. So appreciate everybody sticking around, because I know there's nothing worse when you tune into a stream and you're literally just like, what is this shit? Like, the stream's crashing. There's literally just frozen frames everywhere. You're just like, what's this guy doing? And I've made that assumption when I've jumped onto streams as well. But yeah, there's a lot of time and effort that goes into it to try and sort all that stuff. Sometimes easier said than done. Trying to give space to this guy on my right hand side here. Oh, it's Fish Fingers. How we doing, buddy? Stick around the outside of them. We absolutely can do. We absolutely can do. Oh, we've just ran a bit too deep there. He's going to have that now. Good bit of racing that. Fair play, buddy. Love it. Who's this on our right hand side here then? Swiss fella. There's a ghosted car here over on the right hand side. This could cause a bit of havoc. Maybe he's not quite able to take that as flat or as quick on the mediums. Not too sure, but I'll try and find the limit of that one for sure. Right, try and keep this within 10 seconds of the leader here. Easier said than done, obviously, but let's try and... in fact, it's probably not going to be done if they're on the softs, but we'll do our best. We'll do our best. In the slipstream here. This is what's going to hopefully save us a little bit. Try and stay within the slipstream ranges, especially for this back straight. Bit of carnage into the chicane, yeah, by the looks of things. Oh, has he just totally ran him off the track there? Certainly looked like it. Certainly look like it. Right, there's 4 cars up ahead here. Let's try and stay in touch with this pack here. Because if these guys keep slowing each other down, we're on the medium tyres here as well, and we're catching up. And that doesn't, you know, that's a good thing whether they're on the mediums or whether they are on the softs. We're catching them because of how much they're fighting. And it's even better if they are on the softs, because then they're losing their advantage. Not making the most of their advantage that they have. Really? Get in there, Lewis. I don't think so. I don't think so. Here we go. Oh no, that's no good. That is no good. Wow. We had an incident with him there, and then he's totally wiped out fingers as well, so that's yeah, that's not very nice at all. He's clearly one to watch out for. Clearly. Oh dear, what's going on with his connection? Oh no. Why is it this is always the type of races that we end up having? Just trying to like avoid carnage and avoid bad connections and bad drivers and dirty drivers. Just. Oh, what a move, pal. Nicely done. Lovely move to the inside there from the WRX. If he's done that on medium tyres as well, I'll be even more impressed. Oh, someone been in it there. I've run a bit wide there now. Is this guy going into the pits? I think he is. Oh, maybe not. Maybe not. That's weird that he let me past again then. Very weird. Here we go. Oh man. Damn it. Damn it. Oh, just caught that curb there. Just caught that curb yet again. Oh, I can't even turn the car now. Ah, can't believe that. We were doing so well there as well. Doing so well. Can't believe that. Devastated. Devastated. It's alright though. We've got a few more laps left in this one, and we got one more race after this, so it's not all over. It's not all over. And until then, I'd done a better job of staying on the pace and on the back of people than I ever have done so far. So definitely plenty of improvements. He's going to have a penalty there. Oh no, he didn't. I thought he went into the pits. I was going to say he'll get a penalty for that. Crossing the line. don't quite think we've got the slipstream. I think we might do, actually, ever so slightly. Yeah, we do now, definitely. Trying not to get caught by those curbs, because I've not been... Twice we've had that now where the curbs have caught me on the way out, and I've never been quite sure as to which part it was exactly that caught me. Considering how quick it happens and how quick you're into the wall. But that was not a very good accident, that one. That was well, no accident's very good, is it? But cost us a lot of time, that one. On the back of P12 here, though. Oh, is that P1 on the medium tyres? My God, no, it can't be. No, P1 on the mediums. He started the race on the mediums. Mental. Absolutely mental. Oh, man. I was debating that one there. I just couldn't work it out quick enough. Knowing that he was going into the pits, I was like, total just mind blank of how do I manage to do this corner without going into the back of him. Oh, man. Can't believe the leader was on the medium tyres. Shows the kind of pace that he did have then. Oh, there it is again. Wow, there it is again. Absolutely lethal, that. It just seems to... We'll wait for the motorbike to go past. Just seems to catch me every time now. Right, onto the medium, onto the soft tyres. Hey, dear. Dear. Right, let's try and catch up then. Somehow we've ended up P7. How's that happened? Oh, no, don't refuel. Oh, my God, everything going wrong. Everything going wrong. What a moron. What an absolute moron. Don't cross the line, pit line, like I have done every single time so far. Right, let's try and get these two positions up ahead then, see if we can have them. Fingers crossed. That'll put us to P11, which is where we started. So we'd hopefully... Best case maybe is that we managed to get back to where we were. Oh well, there we go. There's one position made up. Poorly done once again. Alright, 2 people into the pits there then, so we made up a couple of positions there. Are we going to be ahead of them when they come out of the pits though? That's the question. Ah! Right, we lose one of the positions, I think. I think we only lost one of them there. So, just as I said last lap, let's see if we can catch up to these 2 cars up ahead. One of them binned it, but this guy's just come out of the pits. 2 Spaniards. Not 2 Spaniards, sorry. 2 cars anyways, either way. Whatever. Wherever they're from. It doesn't matter because we're trying to race them. Oh, here we go. Side by side they go. Fishfinger setting the fastest lap there as well. Despite having been brutally obliterated by the not very nice chap that we also bumped into earlier. Now these 2 are side by side here. If I can't take advantage of this, there is something wrong. 1.7 is the gap. .7 is the gap. 1.3 now. 1.1 with a dodgy accelerator. That doesn't seem to want to work. Oh, he's gone, he's gone. He lost it a little bit there under braking. I'm going to have him here, I would like to think. I'll go straight to the inside there since he's ran a bit wide. And we're going to try to. Going to have the inside line here. Trying to work out where he is just before we turn in. Got that one done. He's now in our slipstream though. Not taking that too badly. Onto the back of P9 now. Come on. We said the races would get better as the stream went on. Considering we've jumped onto here with no practice, I don't think it's all too bad so far. All things considered, so... Oh, he's made a mistake there, he's made a mistake. 1.4 is the gap. 1.1 now. Under 1.1. Can we have him to within a second as we hit the brakes yet? Out of turn 1. I've run a little bit wide there. He's just pulled it back over the top of a second. It's now going to be within as we hit turn 2. Up through the S's. Lovely bit of track that, lovely bit of track. Let's see if we can have him here. I reckon we could catch up. We'd have to work quite hard on this though. And no mistakes in this chicane. We're on the back of him, let's go, let's go. He has P8 as well in front of us, potentially going to hold him up here. Unless it's a back marker, but I presume it's P8. But equally could end up giving him a slipstream here and there, which could help him out. in the end, he's probably going to end up keeping it, to be honest. Oh, he's definitely being held up. Get our foot down. Go, 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 go. Come on. Round the outside. Latest on the brakes. It's not going to happen. Oh, no. So close. So close. I should have committed to that a little bit more there. I should have committed. We might have had P6 as well. Get in there, Lewis, look. The guy who was a little bit dirty with us earlier. Fish Fingers ended up with P4. Look at that. And we watched him get binned, and he fell so far back. Wow. Not too shabby. That little bit of fuel. No! No! Very good point, yeah. I would have had that. I actually forgot about that. I would have had 2 positions there. Michael, good point. Oh, what an idiot. Yeah. I would have had... literally, that was easily 3/10 worth. Oh, you're so right as well. We could have had P6. We could have had P6. Right, well, P8's not too bad. It took me a while to realise what you meant there. I thought you originally said, that's a little bit of fuel. As in, like, that's a good result. That'll give you enough to keep going for another race. And then I realised, yeah, of course I did. I spent that valuable time accidentally fueling up the car. Good point. That is a gutter, now that you say that. Now I'm devastated. We should have had an extra 2 positions. No. Nightmare. Right. Let's get back in for some quality time. We'll stick in the BM and let's go again. Let's go again. So, what we're going to get out of this, we're going to get 3. We're going to get 3 laps. We get 3 laps. I may end up with 4 depending on how quickly we cross the line here. It's unlikely though. Right, let's go. Let's do it. Let's see if we can aim for this 43. I'm desperate to get into the 43s. Absolutely desperate. Honestly, that is such a good bit of track, that. Reminds me of Eau Rouge and Radion, but easier to do. That's why you're a lurker. No, I'd rather the comments. Don't worry, mate. Unless you're gonna tell me how shit I am, I don't. Then just lurk instead. But only because I don't need reminding. But anyways, right, here we go then. Try our very best, yeah. To get down into the 43s. Left-hand side of the track. Why do I think that the track goes a different way? The plus side is it's an easy half a tenth when I actually learn that part of the track, when I remember that part of the track. So at least I know there's an extra half tenth in there as well. Oh, that is so much quicker. That has got to be 43s. Got to be. Yes, almost 42s. My goodness, there we go. That'll do. That'll do. Right, this next race then could actually be a decent result. Could be at least a decent fun race. Let's not say a decent result. We'll be actually having a bit of a drive about in the mid-pack, which would be good. considering 43.1 and 43, yeah, like a 43.1, low 43 seemed to be kind of like P45, didn't it? So oh no, no, I thought I'd taken that really well there. That explains why I just cut across the track. That's the first track limits penalty. Oh no, it's not the first actually, but it feels like it, considering how much of the track that you're able to abuse on this. It definitely feels like I should have had a whole lot more. Right, hopefully I should still be able to get here to, yeah, I should be able to get 2 laps in still. 43s, come on, that's what we're after. Or 42s now even. I'll be disappointed if we're in the 43s now. Really happy with that last lap. Look at that, you do actually gain time just keeping it in 5th all the way. Half a 10th up, a 10th up. Lost a lot of time there. I thought I'd actually done okay there, but evidently not. And that is going to be a penalty there, isn't it? Yeah, penalty. Start again. Quick, quick, quick. Cross the line quickly. Sorry about your connection. No worries at all, mate. No worries at all. I've had that many a time. I've had that many a time. It's always a weird one though, isn't it? Because for you, as like on your screen, you know that you're connected, or it's fine for you, and then I imagine everybody else is dropping about all over the place. But yeah, it's always a tricky one, isn't it? Try and guess where people are going to end up, or where it is that they've put their car on their screen, sort of thing, isn't it? But no worries at all, mate. I've had that a couple of times, even on stream as well, and the stream's been perfectly fine, which is the weird thing. The stream's been perfectly fine, but my connection on here has been pants. Right, we're still ahead of the Ghost here. Let's see if we can... I'm desperate to try and get down into the 42s. I'm surprised I've managed to keep that planted without spinning it there. And there's the extra half 10th that we've gained by remembering which way the track goes. How about it? Bit earlier on the brakes, but earlier on the power. Oh, I've messed that up there. I've messed that up. I think the Ghost is like just level with me now. Go, 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 go. Where is the ghost? Oh, there he is. Going to be a new best. Is it going to be 42? Oh, so close. So close to the 42s. Wow, happy with that. But yeah, Motive, thank you. As Craig says, welcome, welcome, welcome. Appreciate you stopping by, mate. Thanking you. There we go. We get P5 with that time. We start P5. So I guess do we think we go on to the mediums or do we go with the softs? I'm actually gonna go mediums here. I'm actually gonna go mediums. Because I feel like I feel like there'll be so much fighting here that the true pace of the softs I don't think you'll be able to use the true pace of the softs. Motive, are you in this? What's your online ID? Are you in this race at all? Fingers down in 10th there, I think. Right, P5 then. This is the furthest up the field, the highest we've started up the field here, so got to really hope for the best here. Come on. Hopefully it's actually a decent race, this. Starting on the medium, so I might be asking for trouble a little bit, but I feel like I just want to stick on the pace of these guys as best as I can do, because I feel like there'll be too much fighting going on, but the pack's spread out a lot more than I thought it would be. Because of course, starting at the back, those guys into turn one are so much closer with the nature of the slipstream, aren't they? So let's just push as much as we can, though. Hopefully these guys fight a little bit anyways and allow us to try and catch up. And as I say, I'm hoping obviously that there's some of these guys ahead are starting on the softs. 3.5 to the leader. Oh, there's a penalty already being served. Are we going to get round him though? That's the problem here. No, we are not. Ah, no, that's no good. Now we potentially are going to get held up. That said, if he's on the soft, he'd probably pull away a little bit more again. It's amazing the difference just watching a top 10 lap time though makes. That was literally like 1 point something seconds we took off our time just through using his lap as a reference. Come off the power there because I knew I'd be running wide. This guy's right on the back of us here, fellow Brit. BMW as well. I'm out of the slipstream range of the guys ahead, but he's well in mine, and he's possibly going to have this into the chicane here. He's going to look to it, he's going to look to it. I just brake as late as I dare. He's going to have that. I let him past here. I let him past. So I presume he's on the soft tyres as well. want to push him along here if I can do as well. Absolutely. Although I didn't want to compromise his entrance there as well, so push you along again, pal. I'm working with you here, I'm working with you. I hope he realises that. I hope he's not thinking, what's this knobhead doing? Oh, P1's made a mistake. P1's ran wide there, I think. Big mistake, because we closed the gap to him quite a bit there. A couple of tenths to him. Maybe he's just made a slight error like the guy in front there, just a slight snap of oversteer on the way out. Or out that far onto the curb, losing a bit of grip, something like that. Now we're in his slipstream though. Maybe he's not on the soft tyres. I thought he would have, for how close this guy was to me earlier, I thought he would have ran away by now. But maybe that's just the nature of this slipstream here. Quite a high speed sort of track this. Slipstream is going to be very helpful at the best of times. Helpful to you at the best of times and helpful to everyone else at the worst of times. As has been the case here, I let him pass thinking he was on the softs, but we sort of got similar pace, so... Oh, another big mistake from P1. Look at this. Look at this. So I'm gonna guess that those guys are on the mediums as well, unless they pit this lap. Either that or they are on the softs, and as we say, the deg on the softs, lap 4 starts to really slow you down. No doubt about that. Foot down there, come on, go, 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 go. He's going to serve the penalty here. That's going to put us P5 and P4. Going to go at the inside. I'm going to take that position back that we gave him purely because I want to be opportunistic up ahead here. Oh, he's gone to the inside there though. Contact. Oh, he's dropped off. It's because I want to be opportunistic to the potential positions, what's going to go on up ahead here. A couple of people, by the looks of things, going into the pits. P3 does go into the pits. P2 does go into the pits. Now we are P2. Podium position here. This guy in our slipstream. See if we can close the gap at all to P1 here. We're going to go into the pits on the next lap. No, we're not. The lap after. I feel like my pace is not too bad here on the mediums so far. 1, 2 and 3 marker boards. I don't know how many meters it is, but I'm going the 3rd marker board. in case you were wondering why I was counting them out there. The marker board of choice for me, I think. Oh, second gear, just get turned around. Third gear, get down on the power. Bit too much, bit too eager. Right, we're going to go one more lap. One more lap. So is this guy here. He's not into the pits yet. Which tells me he's definitely on the mediums. Brum brum. Hello, Layla. 1.4. .3, 1.2. Layla's come to distract me now. One, 2, and 3. At least I actually saw your comment this time, Layla. He's within a second now, come on. I was a bit too late on the brakes there, but he made a mistake as well, and I should have been a lot closer to him by now. Right, we're both going to have to go into the pits here as well. Feels like everyone goes into the pits very slow. I hope that's not a penalty for crossing the line. Maybe that's why they don't do it. Oh, he was on the soft tyres. He was on the soft tyres there. No wonder we were catching up. Right, do not refuel. Right, let's go. Let's see where we end up here. What's this going to be? 4th or 5th, I think. 5th by the looks of things when we get out the pits. Fingers crossed, fingers crossed. Come on. Go, 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 go. Right in front of this guy. Yeah, I've got the 3-second penalty for crossing the pit lane on the way in. Maybe that's why everyone's so slow. I think I can at least get a podium out of this. Got to remember this guy's on the medium tyres. Oh dear, that was a bit of contact there. Drop off, let him have the position. I won't do this time though. Oh, we got the penalty anyways. That is a killer penalty, that absolute killer penalty. Right, P1 into the pit, so we'll have that position. A couple more into the pits. Right, we're chasing down for P3 now, chasing down for the podium. Gone to the inside. Not what we wanted. That 3-second penalty's absolutely rinsed us, hasn't it? Right, we're having them here. Next couple of laps. I want P3 though. I want the podium. Especially knowing that he's on the medium tyres, but by the time we get anywhere close to him, these soft tyres will have dropped off by then. Don't know what tyres this guy's on though. I think it was the same as us. Right, we've got the better run here. Hopefully we can have him into turn 1. Maybe 2/10 back. That's a bit too much of a gap, that. Need to make the most of these soft tyres while they're fresh. We're getting close to P3 here as well. Oh, P3. Actual P3. The guy who actually had the podium with an absolute nightmare there. So now P3 is right in front of us with P2 ahead of him. He's almost both of us nearly making the same mistake there. We've got the podium. We've got the podium. Just need to hang on to it now. Try and close to P2 here. In the slipstream, 1.1. Oh, we've got a much better exit there. And a much better P1 as well. See if we can catch him up. If we catch him up, we get P2 here. This will be mega. But I'm definitely happy with the podium. Come on. 7/10. 7/10. 7/10. We're on him now. We're on him now. Come on. We're on him now. Oh, no, no. Nearly, 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 nearly. I'm aware that the end of the lap is now coming up now. The end of the race. Do we go to the inside here? Think about it for less than 2/10, but I don't think we're going to be. Oh dear. Oh, he's braked early there. He's braked very early there. And there as well. Yeah, we've got him. We've got him. No, we don't. Come on, you can't do that. You can't do that. We're going to have him on the inside here, though. Absolutely. Yes! P2, get in. They're going to be neck and neck, though, for the podium. Whew, we've done it. We've done it, we've done it, we've done it. Yeah, his chicane was poor. Yeah, we caught up on a couple of corners, what I wasn't expecting to catch up on. Whew. And we ended up managing it. I wonder if he was on the medium tyres at the end there, I think. Oh, P2, how about it? How about that? Less than 4 seconds off the leader as well. I think he made a couple of mistakes. Awesome. Awesome. Looked like you felt bad about blocking me, yeah. Perhaps, maybe. Yeah, good point, maybe. Maybe we moved to that way to defend, but maybe didn't realise I'd already gone that way. Yeah, it's a good point. Hey, I tell you what though, I'm happy with that. 3 positions up. Not too bad. Great race indeed. Really, really enjoyed it. Good way to top off the stream, as that will be us calling it a night. So, appreciate everybody tuning in, as always. Thanking you very, 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 very much. We've got, hopefully, another stream coming this week, but it sort of depends. It'll be, as I've said the past few weeks, if I manage to stream again later on, it'll be like last minute. I'll decide sort of on the day whether or not I've got time, but we will soon see, because it's potentially going to be either Wednesday or Friday. I'm not too sure. Maybe managed to get another stream in. But anyways, really hope everyone's enjoyed that one. Appreciate everyone tuning in as always. Thankfully, we've managed to get back to a point where the stream is actually decent. So I might stick with these settings. Try and include Twitch on the next stream, because it's good to stream to both platforms. I like streaming to both platforms. And then the following week, if we can do, so basically, if not next Monday, then the following, I guarantee you I will be on the new wheel and pedals that Stu sent however long ago now. So definitely be looking forward to getting on that new setup. But yes, I'm going to call it a night. Thank you all for tuning in. Absolute legends. And yes, I shall hopefully catch you all later in the week. Toodles!